Hey, my friend, how healthy is your energy system? And what the heck is it anyway? We have many energy systems, and I'm telling you, I feel, in my opinion, that the energy system is just as important as your cardiovascular system, your respiratory system, your digestive system. It all works together. So, your energy system can include your meridian system, the chakra system, the auric system, the auric field, your biofield, your radiant circuits. There's lots of systems, and science is proving the existence of these systems. These go way back to ancient Chinese medicine, that wisdom that they lived by way back when, and now our current science is seeing. They're using these fancy machines to actually measure energy fields and biofields, and MRIs show meridians that are right underneath the skin. So why am I telling you all about this? Because I care about you. And let's talk about what affects the energy system probably the most, and that is our emotions. So, emotions, just think of the word itself. It's emotion, and it's energy in motion. So, it is an energetic flow that comes in. So, think about it for just a second. So I'm all happy. It's my wedding day. I got promoted in that new job that I dearly, dearly love. I got a new puppy, and all of this love and joy I'm experiencing. That is my emotion, and the energy is flowing in, and I'm open and I'm expanded. So probably everything else in my body, like my respiratory system, my blood flow, it can be open and expanded and flowing, right? So let's take the flip side of that. Let's say I lost my house. I lost my dog. I got fired from my job. I lost a loved one. So now we have all of these emotions that are lower vibrating, and they're taking us down, like the sadness and the anger, and now we're contracted. We're low vibrating. The energy in motion may get stuck, and those lower vibrating emotions have a tendency to not move. So therefore, that energy becomes stagnant or even stuck. And where is it? It probably went somewhere in the body. And for example, I had a loss. So that loss made me feel sad, and I was grieving. Well, I kind of got stuck in that. So therefore, because I know what I know, and I'm going to teach you, is that that because of loss and because of grief, that was from my heart chakra. So my heart was affected, of course, because of the loss, and then lungs are associated with grief and loss. And because I didn't experience my emotion and allow it to flow through, I kind of hung on to it. I started having some respiratory issues, and I had some phlegm and that kind of thing. And I was not sick. It was just that trapped energy. And I also, my liver enzymes were elevated, like my triglycerides and my cholesterol and all of those things. And I thought, what the heck's going on here? Well, then I realized, liver is in my solar chakra, another energy system, and that a lot of times is anger. Well, I was angry about the coming loss of this person. I mean, I was angry about a lot of things around it, and I wasn't dealing with it, and I finally got wise and practiced what I teach and became better. So that's the kind of things that I want to try to teach you, that your emotions can be very, very related to your physical health. And if you can get to your emotion that is causing the issue, we can move that stagnant or blocked energy. How can we do that? By simply tapping. We have these meridians. If you can see, the meridian pathways are all along the body, and each one of those meridians correlates to a muscle or an organ and or a system. And the same thing with the chakra system. The chakra system are energy vortexes on the outside of the body that also correlate with specific organs or systems. So what I want to teach you is we take general chakra anatomy 101. I keep it simple, basic, generic. Anyone can do it. You don't have to have any kind of medical background or anything. You just have to have a desire to, hey, I want to get better. I want to get to the root of this problem. So I take the chakra system and I tell you what organs, what systems, what emotions are involved in that, and you can kind of be your own little super sleuth and figure out, oh, I'm having this, bladder issue. Oh, maybe I've got all of this anxiety I'm holding on to. What is this a performance issue? Because when I get excited or when I get nervous, I have increased in frequency. And when was that first time that I had performance anxiety? What was going on? And because it gets stored, these emotions get stored in your amygdala, in your energy system. And by simply tapping on beginning or end points of meridians, we can actually, that vibration of the tapping can actually move that stagnant energy, and you can actually become better. It's so simple, and there's science behind all of this. There's been so many improvements in anxiety. It's been used with our veterans with post-traumatic stress. There are so many research papers out about specific conditions. And it is just so simple, and I want you to try to take this on and learn it, and you can do it and start having some transformation in your health and your overall well-being. Doesn't that sound like fun? Because it's so simple. So let's just do an example. So everybody seems to be overwhelmed and anxious. So let's just keep it at that. We won't even talk about any organs or systems in it. So all you have to do is just do along with me. So you can start at this tapping point, and we have this setup statement. It says, even though I'm feeling this overwhelm or anxiety, I accept myself anyway. Even though I'm experiencing so much overwhelm and anxiety, I accept myself anyway. Now you're going to tap right on your eyebrow point. All this anxiety. And then on the side of the eye, right on the bone. All this anxiety. Underneath your eye on the bone. All this anxiety. Under your nose. All this overwhelm. Right on your chin, in the little crack there. All this anxiety. Collarbone, where the clavicle meets the sternum, little dent. All this anxiety. Now just take a breath. And I bet that came down a little bit. So if you just did one more round and say this remaining anxiety, it helps just calm down. And you know, when you can calm down your inner system and increase the flow, then things heal. We already know that high blood pressure and a slew of other things are caused by chronic stress, and that causes inflammation anywhere and everywhere in the body. So if we can just calm things down, decrease our stress, that will decrease the inflammation by simply tapping on some stuck or stagnant emotion. How simple is that? Aren't you willing? Aren't you curious? Are you willing to do it? So another little technique, this is the other thing I like to teach in my class, are just simple little techniques. So on the heels of our anxiety and overwhelm tapping, you can sit, just sit straight up in a chair and cross your legs and cross them, and then hook your foot around the other leg, so you're twisting as much as you can. If you can't, just crossing your legs is fine. And then you take your hands out, put your backs of your hands together, then cross over, and then bring them up here and just sit there. This crosses the energies, the meridian energies over left and right, and starts just calming them down, getting them centered, getting them flowing the correct way. And so take a couple deep breaths. Isn't that wonderful? It's so simple. You can do this as many times a day as you want. And if you're unable to do this, you can just cross and hang on your shoulders, and that is just as effective. So you can do that as many times to calm yourself down. It's simple. And I would really, really like for you to check out my course. It's the first one of many to come. This is very exciting. I made it super simple, super affordable, because it's just like this. There's not a whole lot of bells and whistles. And I teach you the chakras. We do a tapping, and I teach you other energy techniques that you can use and incorporate into your life to start increasing your energy frequency to love or above, and start moving stagnant energy out and just feeling better. And I'm going to have a group. So once you pay for your course, it's $77. I have 7 different videos that correlate with the 7 chakras. And they are all 22 minutes or less. And then I have the intro all together, in the beginning, and then the actual intro to tapping, and demonstrate how to do the tapping. And then I will have a private Facebook group, so that my paying people, we're going to continue the conversation in the group, and then we get more specific, because like I said, I'm doing I'm using the chakras as a template, and I teach you just the basics. It's not clinical, but anyway, we can get more detailed and specific in the group and as a group. And I think it'll be super fun, and I think it's going to be so helpful for you. It's so simple. And I think we'll just help each other to be better and feel better. And if we feel better, then we're better to other people. And it just goes on and on and on. Like, we want to be the change that we want to see. So I want fine and fabulous, so everybody can be fine and fabulous. So I hope you check out my class and join and get in the Facebook group, and we're going to just free these flows and feel fabulous, okay? We'll see ya.